everybody to the Tech Summit experience. I don't think I'm ever actually going to stop calling it that, based off of my own track record. But I'm gonna give all of this a second. Let me make sure that Twitch is actually active right now for me. Yep. Nice. You know, I actually surpassed my milestone. So I should go ahead and update that over here. Let's see. So then there's the follower goal that has to be adjusted. So we can pretty much just like end goal. But I'm gonna start a new one. This time for 1,000 starting amount will be 501 from what I saw. And let's say that it ends on December 31st, 2021. Yeah, let's put it that way. And there we go. It's all good. Alright, so the follower count is right there. Mr. Unknown 12341. What's up? It's Ultra here on Twitch. Hello, Mr. Ultra Pranks. Or Mr. Unknown, I should say. So, how are those Razer headphones? That Razer headset was not the best. Like, it was decent. It was fine. I think that for $100, it's okay. But I feel like it should really fit. Like, it needs to be something that specifically fits you. I think that this is one of the most niche headsets that Razer has ever designed. Because we have the Black Shark V2 gaming headsets. And then we have the Razer Opus X as like cheap $100 headphones. So, yeah. I think that it seemed here like they were trying to combine the two, but because the headset didn't have like native Bluetooth functionality, that really killed a lot of things for me. Razer's so overrated. Yeah, they can be. Also, hello, Jem Allen. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Hack Breaks. Hey, saw the latest podcast. Thanks for the update. No, thank you. We very much appreciated your comments and your input on the matter. I mean, if there's anything that I say that isn't factual, or maybe if I'm like generalizing a little bit too much, I don't mind at all. If people like call me out on that and tell me. In fact, I would probably prefer that versus spreading misinformation. So I appreciate you, Hack Breaks. Thank you. Twitch is weird. I might go back to YouTube. Sure, back to YouTube. I started my first week of school and it was great. Oh yeah? So what made it so great, huh? School's not supposed to be great. It's supposed to be battle all of the time. So how did it go? Let's see. I'm also going to try to do a little bit of work on the side while I chat with you guys. Because I have been working extremely hard on that animation as of late, which is why I have not been on the Discord so much, so I do apologize for that. To anyone that was offended from me missing from the Discord server. Saw my friends again and made a new one. Oh, sick. Well, that sounds pretty cool. I'm making new friends, especially like at around the first week of school. It's just always really nice. It's very sweet and tingling feeling there. Like you're just like, OMG, I have new friends now. So that's pretty cool. Can you try tweaking your sound settings from your gaming headphone mic to make it sound like a condenser microphone. Gaming headphones microphone. I mean, like, do you mean the ones from the Razer Barracuda X? Like, are you referring to those, or are you referring to like these headphones in particular? Yep, so I won't be in my house all day. Yeah, there you go. Now you have an excuse to go out. You have a reason. And I'm on my laptop a lot less. And that's ultimately good. I mean, being outside is usually a pretty good thing. But I try to avoid the outdoors as much as possible when it's summertime. Gaming headphone mics in general. So like when it comes to gaming headphone... when it comes to gaming headphone mics, there's only so much that you can actually do in post, or to use like any kind of EQing software, like Voicemeeter, for instance. There's only so much that you can do to improve upon it. Like, by default, I don't believe at all that you can make a headset microphone sound like even a $30 to $40 condenser microphone. Like, it's not going to happen, because the sound of these headset microphones is so incredibly compressed that there's only so much that you can salvage from them, really. Bro, that mic sounded so bad. It did. But in all fairness, I'm pretty sure that there was just an issue on my end as to why it did not want to record properly, because like that static and stuff, I'm pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen. But either way, it didn't sound good in any of my other testings. What happened to it? Yeah, I mean, I guess I read that question a little bit late, but I pretty much answered it. Brandog741. Well, thanks a lot for stopping by, bud. I very much appreciate it. I'm trying to get a mic, but I don't know if I should get the AT2020. Any recommendations? I personally try to steer away from the AT2020. Because I personally don't really like how it sounds. However, like, can you give me a few more details, maybe? Like, what kind of budget are you working with? And then that way I can hopefully give you a better recommendation. Jim Allen, Siren X versus Quadcast. What's your pick? I mean, I'm not too much in the mood to be sarcastic right now, so I'm just gonna say Quadcast. Logitech is better than Razer, bro. Yeah, in a lot of ways they are, but Logitech doesn't make laptops, so I guess that they have that over them. John Switch says, finally. Well, welcome in, bud. How's your night going? So you're looking for a microphone at around $100 to $150. Oh, okay. I would say that the best microphone around that price range might be the Movo VSM7. So that's going to be a condenser microphone, pretty similar to the Audio-Technica AT2020, though the body and the design of it is going to be very different. It already comes with a shock mount pop filter, comes with an XLR cable as well. It just comes with everything that you need, and the microphone, in my opinion, sounds fantastic. It usually retails, I think, for somewhere around $130. So yeah, that is like the top recommendation that I would give you. If not, there are actually two other ones that I can recommend too, but these other ones really require a pop filter, and those would be the Blue Ember at around $100. Well, actually, the Rode Pod mic is also pretty good if you want more like a dynamic microphone, but if you want like raw just great sound quality, then you want to go with a condenser microphone. So I would say somewhere between the Blue Ember, Audio Technica AT2035, not the AT2020, and the Movo VSM 7. Hello, folks. Hello, tech for your needs. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, but Razer laptops are not the best bang for the buck. We're living the luxury lifestyle, okay? It's not about the best bang for the buck. It's just about looking bougie as hell. I mean, like, if you read the title, in fact, it says that I now own a pair of Crocks. Bro, for real, you forgot the Samsung G-Track Pro. Well, he was asking more so about XLR microphones, it seems, and the G-Track Pro is a USB mic. If you have $1 million for a PC build, what would be the specs? Honestly, I think that I would just add another 3090 onto my system, more storage, and call it a night. I don't think that I can get much more than what I already have. What's up, Francisco? How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing tonight? See, you've joined the Crocks Club. Crocks gang. Hey, I will have you know that I did not join the Crocks gang on purpose, okay? These were a gift because somebody had an issue with my UGG slippers, which was my sister, and she was like, it's about time that you upgrade shoes that you wear around the house. And I was like, excuse you. I mean, like, thanks for these though. And I have to say that they're comfortable with socks on, but without socks, they're pretty uncomfortable. Looks like the hair is improving, by the way. Oh, yes, I would say so too. Thanks so much for pointing that out. But my hair is indeed growing back. Thank God. Triple hat snake? Nah, G logo is more better. Okay, no. More better is not correct grammatically. So let's try, roll it back, and fix that. It would just be G logo is better or the best. Why not add a 3080 Ti instead? Because I already have a 3090 in here. So it wouldn't make sense for me to add a second 3080 Ti. It really wouldn't make a difference. But if I added another 3090 and I linked them through NVLink/SLI, then that's another story. Plus, I don't even know actually if the 3080 Ti has that port for you to be able to link it with other graphics cards. But nothing compares to Apple's MacBook Air, bang per buck. Absolutely. I mean, like, when you take a bite of that apple, well, that's a bite of your savings. I'm keeping that one, don't steal it. The 3080 Ti is the wannabe 3090. Yeah, I mean, that is true. A lot of people would say that a 3080 Ti is more like a shaved down 3090, if anything, which is great. I mean, like, a 3080 Ti does seem like a great value. Yes, you're right. MacBooks are best bang for your buck. Okay, I guess we're sticking to sarcasm tonight. Beef Stew Studios, hope you're having a good night, Summit. Oh, well, thank you. I'm having a wonderful night so far, and I hope that you are too. And thanks a lot for stopping by. Oh, what's this? Maybe you can mod your Crocs and put fur in them. Yeah, they're better with socks, in my opinion. more comfortable, but I'll take them all day over sandals if I had the opportunity. I much prefer sandals, but my thing is more so like UGG slippers. Plus, I mean, if I'm honest with you, I don't really like the look of Crocs whatsoever. But like a lot of people do take pride in having them. Like they seem pretty happy to have them. Do you like Gigabyte? Yeah. My motherboard is Gigabyte. Usually when it comes to motherboards, Gigabyte tends to be my first choice. The Ultimate says not fur, but like soft material. Oh, probably. Or like I can just buy a new pair of UGG slippers. Is it just me, or did you get new action figures in your shelf back there? Ah, so someone noticed, finally. Ah, whoa, okay. Yeah, so someone finally noticed. Thank you. Jim Allen, you are so far the MVP of this live stream. So thank you so much. So that back there, so that is Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 Part 2. And right next to her is actually a figurine of Odin. But I bought the wrong one. I bought the one from Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core instead. So that Odin and the horse that he's riding actually has 6 legs instead of like usual 4. But still actually like this one more. So yes, there has indeed been a new inclusion. And now down there I applied some of the other ones. Like down there's actually an Evangelion figurine that I had to build myself. I did make a couple of mistakes along the way, but it's looking pretty alright if you don't touch it. Have you done a recent studio tour? I have not actually. However, we are currently working actually on revamping things a bit, because I really want to change the way that the podcast looks in particular. So eventually I'll take care of another studio tour. I did that to get on your nerves. More better comment. Oh, well, yes, it did get on my nerves. I was like, who says it that way? I always get the urge to just be like, it's not more better. Screw MSI and HP. Razer and Apple are best bang for your buck. MSI and HP are overrated and overpriced. You guys heard it from Ultra Pranks himself and no one else. I mean, whatever you prefer. It depends on the sandals also. Yeah, true. I mean, hey, like a lot of people really like Crocks. I think everyone else in my family is like obsessed with them. It's just not really for me. MSI and HP are so uneducated. Well, that's a new one. The ones with the one strap. Ugh, break so easily. Well, that's the one I have. Do they really break that easily? Crocs are a nice middle ground for me. Interesting. Bastify says hi. Well, hello to you. Welcome, and I hope that you're having a wonderful night so far. Crocs are a nice middle. Oh, yeah, I got through that. Why do people like Ryzen but not Radeon? It just has to do with bang for your buck and also kind of raw performance in general. A lot of features tend to come to Nvidia GPUs before they come to AMD GPUs that people make a better deal or bigger deal out of. So I would say that that's one reason why. Ryzen CPUs, like they have always been priced very competitively, but when we saw the Ryzen 7, for instance, for the first time, like the 1700X, that CPU already had 8 cores and 16 threads. And who would have thought that just a year or two later, Intel, it would just be like, you know what? Our CPUs don't really need hyper-threading, so, but if you really want hyper-threading, then I guess that you can buy yourself an i9 instead. So with the 9th generation of CPUs, they removed hyper-threading from every CPU except the i9, as far as I'm aware. So they also lost some goodwill in that department. Intel had stayed quad-core for a very long time. So AMD did force Intel to go up a couple of cores every year or so. So now they're much more neck and neck, but I do like Ryzen more as well because I have an issue with Intel when it comes to how often they change the socket. Like, that's a pretty big deal. Because before I had a 4th gen i7 on my DDR3 motherboard, but I couldn't upgrade from that, which meant that if I wanted a new CPU, I would have had to get a new motherboard. But any new motherboards only support DDR4, so I also have to go and buy more RAM. So I went ahead and did that. And then I went this time with the i7-8700K. And that one has 6 cores and 12 threads. Pretty powerful CPU, but still, like, what comes after that? Because with 4th gen CPUs, we had LGA 1150, and then we got LGA 1151, which is a different socket for Skylake CPUs and onwards. So 6th generation up until 9th gen. So when I got my PC with an 8th gen CPU, the 9th gen ones were like just about to come out, and then they announced the 10th gen one saying, oh yeah, it's going to use a different socket now. So I was like, well, Ryzen, since the very beginning, they have stuck around with the same socket. So it's like, in the future, if I want to upgrade, hopefully I can continue to upgrade just by swapping out the CPUs, and I won't have to get a new motherboard every time as well, because motherboards are getting pretty expensive nowadays. Wow, I didn't realize that you had new figures. Good catch. Yeah, indeed. And thank you for Radeon. Hi, I'm a big VR fan. What do you think about the Oculus Quest 2? Think it's a good deal? I would say so, yeah. I actually have the Oculus Quest 2 over there myself, and I had a Rift S before. But the reason why I sold my Rift S to hang on to the Quest 2 is because the Quest 2 can be used like without a wire tether to it, but you do have to stick to the Oculus apps that you already have. But you can also just plug it in, like exactly the same as a Rift S, and essentially still have a Rift S. So it's almost the same thing in that regard, minus obviously it's not going to be quite as clear on the Quest 2, since the Quest 2 is technically a bit of a downgrade. Ultra, no. So yes, I would consider the Oculus Quest 2 to be a pretty good deal. If you don't mind me asking, how's the animations progress been doing? I've actually been doing a lot of that over the past couple of days. That has been my primary focus, so I would say I'm moving pretty quickly. And in fact, I'm working on it right now as I'm chatting with you guys. I won't show you guys anything yet though. I'd say give it maybe next week, I'll show you guys what I have. Since you like the Samsung Q2U so much, you should make a review of its direct competitor from Audio-Technica ATR2100X. People have recommended that one in the past for review as well, and I am considering it. Seems like a September review, because I did also get my hands to recently on the Audio-Technica AT2040, so that's another microphone I'm going to be reviewing too. I'm really stuttering tonight, big time. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not careful with them, just like everything else. Oh, I got a pair of Crocks. They are comfortable. Yeah, everyone says that. I don't really see the appeal. AMD has amazing CPUs. Their GPUs are in my opinion. I feel like AMD CPUs and Nvidia GPUs are still a good combo, but they are becoming better. I agree. I mean, that's exactly the combination that I would go with. Right now, I have a Ryzen 9 3950X with an RTX 3090, so Nvidia with AMD there. I wouldn't really go for an AMD GPU, because in that case, I'd be settling. An AMD GPU is not really what I need. What I need is a graphics card that offers raw performance and that has a ton of VRAM. So the RTX 3090 comes in mind for that. Isn't Intel going to make their own GPUs? Yes, they were in the middle of working on that. They removed hyper-threading from their CPUs. They did when the 9th generation CPUs came out, but then they brought back hyper-threading for 10th gen and onward. Currently, we are on 11th gen. I got good noise and bad noise. What do you want to hear first? What do you mean? Good noise and bad noise? What are you talking about exactly? Oh, news. We'll give you the bad news first. When did this happen? So this happened around the time when the 9th gen CPUs came out. And then for the 10th gen, 9th gen, I believe, came out 2018. So about 3 years ago, because they're currently on the 11th gen, probably approaching the cusp of 12th gen, who knows. But it's in AMD's name, Advanced Micro Devices, bro. I never really knew what the acronym meant. But yeah, clearly, as you said, they just perform better when it comes to CPUs. I think they're going to nail the graphics card department at some point, though. Intel announced, sorry, Ultimate, I'm on YouTube and not Twitch. Oh, news. The Sennheiser logo is the ugliest logo I've ever seen, even worse than Corsair's. Here we go with more rants. Nah, no worries. I can see your things through the chat. You're good. Well, actually, there's barely anything being seen here. It's mostly just a green screen. Fifine released their new mic. It's the Fifine K658 USB dynamic cardioid microphone. Ah, interesting. It looks like they're following in Mono's footsteps. Alright, sounds good. The anticipation will only increase. That's the hope. Why is Nvidia so expensive compared to AMD, though? I would say that it just kind of has to do with AMD technically being the smaller guy and then Nvidia being like the bigger guy. Nvidia has been raising prices for their graphics cards generation after generation. always. And AMD has smaller leaps usually to justify something like that. What is VRAM? So VRAM stands for video RAM. So graphics cards already come with RAM of their own per se. But that type of RAM is dedicated or relegated to certain tasks. So it's just how much that graphics card can handle in terms of memory usage, like how much is it capable of. The RTX 3090 has 24 gigs of VRAM. The RTX 3080 has 10 gigs of VRAM, which also helps when it comes to performance in some ways. Time flies by. Considered 11th gen already came out. Damn, yeah. And they release new CPUs every single year. 9th gen is that old now? Yeah. I mean, it's using an older socket now. So yeah, going 9th gen does not make a lot of sense anymore. What the hell do CPU generations mean? 10th gen, 11th gen, 9th gen, like, bro. I mean, it just means that it's an upgrade from the previous CPU. That's essentially all that it is. So naturally, it goes 9, 10, and 11. And not to condescend you, but that should be fairly evident. I sprained my ankle, and my coach won't allow, or coaches won't allow me to play. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to take care of that first. You don't want to continue to hurt yourself out there. So what measures are you taking in order to try and get that fixed up? Like, did you go to a doctor? The Ultimate says, me neither. Just learned today that AMD means that. Fair enough, yeah. Ow, hope you feel better soon and recover so you can get back to playing. Thanks. Next week I can play. Sweet. Look at that. Pretty good stuff. Everything is just getting resolved. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm excited to play. It just kind of sucks because I miss the first game. Hey, it's okay. At least you get to play next week, so you'll be able to catch up in a sense. It has 24 gigabytes of VRAM. Holy... I didn't realize how much of a beast it actually was. Damn. Really holds that Titan position. Ah, yes it does. Yes, it indeed does. No, yeah, like it is just a very powerful graphics card, and it's way cheaper than what Titans were when they first came out and that kind of thing, or like given any given generation. Alright, so I should probably focus on this animation and decide how the hell I'm going to handle this next section over here. I hope that when I show off my work next week that you guys are impressed with that, because I would consider it to be my best animation work so far. I mean, if you're not, then it means I'm doing something wrong. That's for sure. So let's go, so currently I'm just doing the Unreal stuff. Okay, let me see what you guys are up to. And yeah, the price change is kind of insane, especially with the 30 series. Definitely worth waiting instead of buying the 20 series. Yeah, the 20 series was a disgrace of an upgrade, if you ask me, from the 10 series. What do you think about the FIFA microphone? I haven't tested it, so unfortunately, I don't really have any knowledge to share in that regard. Do you want to hear the good news, Tech Summit? Yeah, sure. By all means. We can't forget about that. Can't wait. The work we've seen so far is honestly incredible. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Are there other manufacturers that make CPUs or GPUs besides AMD, Intel, and Nvidia? No. The answer is no. Unless you count Qualcomm and Apple. But we're talking about desktop stuff, so I doubt it. And let me go ahead and add a camera over here. As per usual, I have to go back and adjust this to 12 frames per second, and then let me add 400 frames here. That's how long I want this to be. I know you guys can't really see any of this, so whoops. I think ARM-based stuff should be in the tone category. It's not fair to compare them both. Yeah, right, exactly. I wouldn't compare the two, because like they're just in a whole other league of their own. Like it's not really the same market, I would argue, at least. I'm like very focused on this. I apologize if I looked away for too long. Let's see. What if you don't have enough USB ports on your PC case? Oh, well, you can always add hubs additionally, and you can install them onto your motherboard if you want an internal one that just like sticks out of your PC, if you do have a PCIe port available. If not, then you could always just get an external USB hub, a powered one preferably, and then you should be able to work with that. I saved up enough money to get a drawing tablet. Ah, sweet. So which one are you going with? I just want to see stronger phones for better emulation. I'm waiting for the day that I can run PlayStation 2 games on my phone. Like Dolphin has GameCube users covered. That part is true. To be honest, though, I kind of don't really care that much about emulation on mobile anymore because the Steam Deck is coming. So I am definitely more excited about that and just what that's going to bring to the table, since I should be able to emulate all of my games on there too, with the proper amount of performance, of course. I wanted to get one. I used to draw with a mouse, and I don't know why I did that to myself. It's not bad, but I definitely prefer a tablet. Drawing with a mouse is definitely hindering you it's slowing you down for sure, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you can't make good stuff out of it. Are there coolers for phones? Oh yeah, there are. Are they worth getting? No. I would say no. Best brands for RAM, SSDs, and HDDs. So when it comes to RAM, there are a ton. I honestly would not be able to give you a favorite. I have gone the G-Skill route almost forever, but actually, I think I would put Corsair up there when it comes to RAM. Now, when it comes to SSDs, I'm going to have to give that spot to Samsung. And when it comes to HDDs, I kind of want to give that spot to WD. XP Pen Artist 12. Oh, okay, cool. So, like, it's not exactly a touch display per se. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the Steam Deck as well. Sweet, 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 yeah. Which model did you end up going for? Should I have terabyte of SSD space and 2 terabytes of hard drive space? It completely depends on your usage. What I will say is that the C drive tends to fill up pretty quickly depending on what sorts of stuff you do on your computer. So I would maybe invest in a big C drive. How much is the Steam Deck? So it varies in prices. If you want the one with 256 gigs, no, sorry. If you want the one with 128 gigs, then that one is going to be 400. If you want the one with 256 gigs of storage, that's 530. But if you want the one with 512 gigs of storage, that one's like 650. I think it'll be the one alternative I will take over the Shield Portable. Oh man, I've actually I have still been thinking about that Shield Portable, and I kind of want to talk about it on the channel at some point if I can get my hands on one. It's been pretty promising, but it'll cost a lot. Would be an amazing portable device. True that. Almost $800 for the highest spec one. When it comes to the Steam Deck, no, I don't think so. Yeah, 650 is the max. Can you pay monthly for the Steam Deck? If you have a credit card, then yeah, you can. But usually, I don't think that Valve offers like financing options of their own. Now, I do think that Steam does take PayPal. So when the moment comes, if you have PayPal credit, then you can finance it that way. But Steam doesn't have, or Valve doesn't really have a way for you to do it in-house. VRIL. The loop go off? I have no idea what you mean. The Steam Deck may take forever to get, though. I saw that it may take until 2024. I secured mine to make sure that it would arrive hopefully by either Q4 2021 or Q1 2022. And it better get here at around that time, because a bunch of other YouTubers have already gotten early access to it, and they've been able to like talk about it. And I'm sure as hell that they're going to be the first ones in line when they start rolling out. And MKBHD is probably going to be like, so I've been using the Steam Deck for 2 weeks now. Here are my thoughts. So, you know, I would also like to have a video of my own at around that time. Are Western Digital SSDs good though? I mean, yeah, they're fine. I'd go for Western Digital or Samsung. I would say that Samsung might be a more reliable choice, but Western Digital is fine too if it's cheaper. expected order availability after Q2 2022. Cool. I was going to buy a Nintendo Switch, but then the Steam Deck came out. Yeah. I mean, essentially, I did pre-order the Nintendo Switch OLED, so that I can review it on the channel, and I do intend on keeping it after the fact, of course. But if it wasn't for that, then I would have just kind of said, okay, time to stop buying Switch games. Then what about Abunda? Abunda would not work on Steam with Steam. Abunda, I'm pretty sure that Abunda only works on Amazon. Hack Breaks, finally back from Canada, going to do a stream tomorrow night at 8 p.m. CST about gaining admin privileges on Windows computers using Oz. Sounds pretty cool. So Central Time, huh? Oh, wait, that is Central Standard Time, right? I'm currently running on Eastern Time on my end. So right now it's 8:53 p.m. I don't really know what the differences in hours are between Central and Eastern. Also, welcome back from Canada, and I do hope that you're having a good time over here. Oh, hang on. Whoops, I'm sorry guys. Tech Nanny to the rescue over here. When will the PS5s be back in stock? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think that this year we're going to get all that lucky though. I love the Shield Portable so much. The layout and everything was perfect. The speakers are also amazing. The X1 prototype was pretty awesome. Sadly, it was ditched because Nvidia used the X1 chip for the Switch. It had enough power to run Dolphin and higher-end emulators, and the screen size was bigger than the original, and I think that the screen was 1080p. Still ran 5.1 roughly, though, sadly. Aww. Yeah, the Nvidia Shield Portable, I think, deserved more attention. 2 terabytes from Samsung are on sale right now for around 50% off. That sounds like a fantastic deal to me. When you play EA games on Steam, you play through Origin, so can you still play EA games on the Steam Deck? You should be able to still play them on the Steam Deck, since you can still load Windows onto it if you want to. Will the Steam Deck be on Amazon? Maybe not right away. Doubt that. How's it going? Says Bruce Wayne. Well, welcome in, bud. How's your night going? Because mine is going all right. Yes, Oz is Amazon Web Services. It's 1 hour behind you. Oh, okay, gotcha. So right now for you, it's 7:56 p.m. Huh, man. If only it were earlier over here. Tech Nanny, yeah. Over here, it is 6 p.m. I see. If they had brought back the portable with a 1080p screen and better battery life, stronger CPU, and better battery life, yet again, I would definitely have gone that. But I think the Steam Deck has definitely superseded it PC power and stuff makes it honestly a better handheld. But there are things I'll miss that the portable had, which the Steam Deck didn't. Like what, for instance? I wonder what could it have been missing. Cinnamon, welcome in, says all I can say is that 15 degrees is 1 hour. That's totally fair. Literally nothing is in stock. Yeah, stock is just so tough to find. It's really hard to find stock of virtually any kind of like hardware that's dependent on some kind of chipset. Like even the motor vehicles industry is having a pretty tough time making cars because there is just a shortage in the silicon. HyperX gotta make a new product. They haven't released anything. I mean, honestly, they're probably doing fine. Yes, bro, I judge brands based on their logo. That's how I am with cars. It really did. It was extremely overlooked. People did not give it a chance. True that. It could have been because of the form factor. Like maybe it just looked a little bit too niche. But hey, it was honestly the handheld for me. Totally fair. I bought a new phone case off of Amazon. It was on sale for around 88% off. Wow. Well, I mean, that is actually fairly common when it comes to accessories like that. Do you think AMD will beat Nvidia anytime soon? No. I don't. I think that it's going to take some catching up. The speakers and the layout, that's honestly pretty much it. Oh. Fair enough. I'm in Oregon. Ah, so you're like all the way on the other side of the country. Josh Reed says first. He is first. No one can take that spot from him. Hello, Josh Reed. How are you doing tonight? Or just Josh? In terms of power and OS, not at all. Steam Deck has convinced me in those two aspects. Yeah, I mean, like when it comes to power and just the fact that you can boot Windows onto it is a pretty big advantage. It's going to be a pretty massive performance bump from any Nvidia Shield. It was a bit of a niche. I couldn't see most people using it, right? Bruce Wayne, looking forward to the new Switch games, Metroid and Pokemon. I'm looking forward more so to Pokemon, actually. More than Metroid. Since I'm just not really much of a Metroid guy, but I've always been a Pokemon guy. And the fact that they're finally remaking 4th generation is where it's at. 4th gen Pokemon was always the best, in my opinion. Unstoppable Trimax. A $400 GPU is $800. It is getting better. I guess it used to be more. Wow, bro. You don't think advanced devices won't beat green stripes? Wow. Honestly, I don't. I think that next year, like with the 40 series, I think it's going to be a vegan year again. Not a man. I mean, like what would be a metaphor for red? I mean, anyway, yeah, like I'm pretty sure that Nvidia is still going to have the upper hand next year, assuming that they continue to follow that trend of releasing GPUs, new generations, that is, every 2 years. Brand new. What is the MSRP of the 2070? I believe that the MSRP of the 2070 was supposed to be somewhere around 400. I think 400 actually. I wanted a new 2nd gen game. What do you mean by that? By 2nd gen game? Oh, right. Like going back to the whole Pokemon topic. Gen 2 was personally one of my least favorites. But But they did have some pretty cool Pokemon in there. Though, in all fairness, you guys already had your remakes with the 4th gen of Pokemon. When will Nvidia release budget GPUs that they don't care about us? Only AMD does. AMD doesn't care either. Are you kidding me? Ultra Ranks, is the 20 series good? I would say that it's not really worth the purchase right now of a 20 series GPU. When the 30 series GPU come back down in price, just get that. Because the 20 series GPUs are barely an improvement over the 10 series, but the 30 series are a pretty big improvement over the 20 series. So yeah, the 20 series confuses me, if that makes sense. No, I understand. That 2070 ain't worth it then. What price did you see? The 3060 is $400. No, I think that the 3060 is supposed to be $330, and then the 3060 Ti is supposed to be $400, I believe. Yay! I'm gonna eat pizza. Sweet. I wish I had pizza today. Ultra Pranks. I will send you the RTX 4090. I dare you. Send it to me. Send it to me right now. Unstoppable Ultra Max. Isn't the 3060 and 2070, like, don't they have the same performance? More or less, yeah. Yes, AMD does care about us. What do you mean? No company really cares about us. If I use USB mic with adapter, is that okay? What do you mean? What kind of adapter? Are you talking like USB to XLR, or are you talking about perhaps USB to USB-C? Like, what are you referring to? MSI and Hop do. I don't think Hop exists. So, take that. Hang on, I'm like you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and share my screen, right? Might share the drawing one. Yep, it did. So let me go ahead and change that up. Okay, so let's see. I had a feeling that would be the case, but it's all good. There isn't much that's very revealing about this one. Drawing angle, eraser, keyao. Webcam is on. Oh yeah, it's the screen that I'm trying to change. That's right. I'm losing myself here. I'm losing my marbles. No. Is it this? No. The PS5 is off. So no, it's not that. Where is my main view? I wonder. Follower goal. Chat box, side view. Okay, let me just turn off drawing. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's just marked as game over here for some reason. Man, a lot's been going on. Wait, what? Upgrading my cart to a 3060 Ti. Yeah, do that. That's true. At the end of the day, they want you to buy their products and make them money. Sad truth. Yeah. We are always going to be dollar signs to every single company. Okay, Asus Tough and JBL cares about me. Okay. My mic uses a USB cable. It's not working because I don't know. I'm thinking of cutting the cable anyways. It's Fifine T669. Huh. Interesting choice of microphones. It can work with just about any substitute cable, if that's what you're wondering. Nvidia CPU, yo. Hello, Cinnamon. Sneak peek time, yeah. Well, yeah, no. Nvidia charging $1,500 for a piece of computer hardware. Why are you so angry right now? Gosh, Ultra Pranks is vicious today. Oh my goodness. Wanna check out a video of mine? I typically don't really do that on live streams. I apologize. I mean, if you want to send it to me through the text on the Discord, then feel free to do so. But on stream, I don't usually do that. Ryzen 7 with a 3060 Ti. I think that's fine. Personally, I would try to aim for 3070, but I don't think that any of us are really in a position to be picky. So yeah, 3060 Ti will do. Corsair, I think, cares about us. Buddy Pal. Well, you're wrong, but Buddy Pal. Corsair got an ugly logo. I'd cry if they cared about me. Like tears of joy, right? Totes. Totes. Okay, so here I have to pick the scenery. Like, where do I want them to be? By the water? I don't... maybe... Yeah, let me just rotate. No. Wrong rotation, damn it. Okay, like that. Let's move this a little bit more to the side. Yeah, actually, I think this here might make for a pretty decent view of what I have in mind. But I have to tilt this over a little bit. Negative 10 degrees. Let's try with that. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. So let's try just negative 5. Yeah, that's better. Now I just include a keyframe here before it goes away. And let me look at the animation from the other side so that I can see how the angles change. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm working and streaming, even though they're technically still part of the same thing. Ah, okay. Okay. So I'm really going to have to maneuver around that for a bit. But I'm going to let this run for maybe 60 frames. So I'm going to set another one here, just to make sure that the assets will load after the fact. And then over here, I'm actually supposed to spin, but let's make it a bit of a slower spin. Let's bring this up some more. Let's rotate in this direction. Negative 5. And yeah, let's lower this. Let's add another keyframe here. No worries, guys. I will get to the chat in due time. Wow, yeah, that was barely any kind of rotation. So let's actually try negative 10 for rotation. Oh no, wrong one. Wrong one. Ah, Okay, -5. Let's go back to that. And over here, there you go. -10. Yeah, that way it's a more, it's just more of a rotation there. And then let's have it go from here to here. It's just going to be distancing. Maybe up until here, perhaps? That might actually be a little bit too far. Yeah, I think it is a little bit too far. So I'm going to add a keyframe here. I'm going to take this one and just straight up delete it. And now, okay, so we're here. And there's that. So let's have one spin over here. Just one rotation. Right there. That would likely end up being a quick one, I'm guessing. And then we'll leave it there for, let's say, up until frame 168. And I'm going to add another keyframe here. And then I'm going to have the turning point here. -10 yet again for rotation, and then we move further away. Actually, you know what? Let's try -20. And then let's move this over like that. Over here. I think that should do. I think. No, yeah, that's not really it. So maybe for one, I think we might need a little bit more time and actually a little more distancing. Maybe like here. And then let's lower this some more. Then let's make that. Okay, so it's like just there, and then that. Then we leave it charging, and then the launch occurs. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and render this. Let's call it Vegeta Blast Volley. So yes, that is indeed what's happening here. And let's go up to frame 386. Capture movie. Just that. So this is what it would look like in the render view. Yes, so that's why I gave it some more frames to work with, so that it would have time to show that stuff. The grass and the water and all that properly. And this is actually when I go back to the just chatting window to hide my my dark secrets and intentions from everyone. All right, guys, I'm back to the chat. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Man, it looks like I missed a lot. RTX 3080 Ti, like, bro, just get the 3090. You know what you want so badly. Yeah, but people will get what they can get. Hey, how do I make the quality lower than 720p? Because my dad is going to kill me if I use more than 3.5 gigabytes. Oh, there should be an option actually around there. There should be a cogwheel of sorts that says settings on Twitch. Then it says quality, and then it lets you choose the resolution from there. So that should help, at least I hope. Linus has a voice. He does, but Linus isn't money signs. No, he isn't. If there was a company that did care about us, it would be Tech Summit Enterprises, hopefully. Yeah, absolutely. I care about everyone. Because my dad works on the internet. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I can change it. Sweet. Imagine having a Zotac card. Couldn't be tech. Oh wow. Well, look over here. Who's talking But that's okay. You can talk all the you want. Tech got the SU TFU 3090 because he's smart. No, I'm stupid. So I got the Zotac. Whoa, you made that backdrop? If yes, that's sick. If not, still amazing regardless, whoever made it for you. Oh, are you referring to the 3D background for the animation? Because if that's the case, then I did hire a modeler on Fiverr to make it for me. So all that I'm really doing is just like taking the camera angles and things like that I want. But he did make this entire thing by himself, so yeah, credit to him. I think the bike would be better. Conversation I have no idea about. Tech is not reading chat, so well, now I'm back. Hang on, I should probably focus on the most recent comments. You joined me and Brown, dude. The bike is better. Bald Summit, of course. I know, Bald Summit. I heard Nike loves you. Bald Summit. Nike does not love me. I don't wear Nikes at all. Head full of hair Summit. Oh, thank you. Hopefully one day, because I still feel bald in spite of it. In spite of this hair growth, I still do feel pretty bald. Hey, Ultimate Boy. I mean, a $60 bike. They're negotiating for a bike, it seems. My Zotac GPU would like to have a word with you. So you see, thank you. We're going to get into some sort of physical altercation here. Oh, well, I mean, not sure, but I think the bike would still be nice. It's $60 bike versus $150 Nerf gun. Considering that I already have a bike, I don't know. I feel like I would probably take that Nerf gun. Tech just got the Asus TUF VG27AQ. It's the same as the monitor that you have, and it's cheaper. But if it's the same monitor that I have, why would I get it? Why would I get it again? Nope, it was from own.tv. Oh, okay. Like you're talking about like the backdrop here for the stream and the transitions. Yes, I did indeed get that from own.tv. I think this one's just called Black and White, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic purchase. Wow, there's some talented folk on Fiverr. Absolutely, yeah. Like Fiverr is a great place. In fact, the voice actors for this project, I found them on Fiverr too. Asus TUF is better than Zotac, just facts. Shut the fuck up. Asus TUF is not that tough. Everybody kind of knows that already by now. Like, you're pretty basic if you have an Asus TUF product of any kind. Nerf gun be like, why are we still here? Just to suffer? No, the bike, don't listen to them. They're going to make you do poor financial decisions because it's more modern. But the Nerf gun, Do you think I am rich? No, no am bro. Strong leg bull. Say that to my face. Oh, well, there's an argument going on in chat. For the time being, I'm going into After Effects and seeing what I can do for this project. You guys can just duke it out in peace, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm still reading. I'm watching. I'm observing. I'm keeping a very close eye. And I also need this other file, which is the literal background. See. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys can't really see this part. It's private. I need tool where you go by. Oh, see you later on Unstoppable Trimax, and thanks for stopping by. Go on, Omega. Never gonna give you up. Get Rick rolled. Ha 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 ha. 1.8k channel points so far. Might be saving up for that VIP, you know. It'll take a while, but if you get there, then sick stuff. My guy, sick stuff. I mean, how dare you disrespect Ace is Tough? Otterbox got a kids will be kids section. What? And I will disrespect Ace is Tough all day, any day. Mine is ROG, my monitor, so, you know, go f yourself. So mean. But pilot voice good, so splurge time. Uh-oh. Oh no. Looks like we have to go into airplane mode right now. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome onto flight 9235, and we're currently headed towards Portland, Oregon, where we are expected to have a wonderful time, of course. The weather seems to be pretty solid. It seems to be pretty good over there at this time, so please make sure to remember to bring your bathing suits and all that good stuff. We will be seeing you all shortly, and if you need any snacks, please make sure to refer to the flight attendants on deck. They would be more than happy to help you out. Thank you, and have a wonderful trip back home. No, not this. I meant to enlarge this. And then we put it there. Perhaps that there was somewhat of a miscalculation here. But let me see. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this down. Nah, it's alright, bro. It's pretty funny when you say stuff like that. Where's the flight heading? Well, like I said, we're headed towards Portland, Oregon. Ah, jeez. Try it, no. Zotac, Ace is Tough is the way. I'm jumping off the plane since you hate Ace is Tough. Well, tough luck, am I right? Why am I the only person on YouTube? Yeah, most people tend to prefer Twitch, probably because of the quality. I'll grab a bag of pretzels and an orange juice. Also, I thought we were heading for Canada. Okay, we are currently going to take care of a problematic passenger on the plane, and then just go ahead and flush him down the toilet. We're just handling business as we usually do, that's all. He goes, Zotac, Aces is better. fantastic. Why is everyone trying to pick a fight with me tonight? Why is everyone being like this? I've been so good to you all. And this is how I get repaid. Tech Summit, more like Vault Summit. You see, everyone's trying to pick a fight with me, and I don't really know why. I am poor with a GTX 750 Ti. Yeah, it's okay, we've all been there. We've all had a 750 Ti. A sports. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. I can't do it. Shut up, sound effect meme. Yeah, and I'm laughing at that. I think it's pretty funny. Instead of the $150 Nerf gun, you should invest into a new GPU. Ho ho ho! He's absolutely right about that, eh? Real Spookman. Thank you so much for that follow over on Twitch. I do very much appreciate it. Hopefully we'll make it to 1,000 followers by the end of the year. Shooting high, but let's see where the bullet lands. Nah, I started with a GTX 1660 Ti. Well, look at that. Look at that. Must have been nice. No, I know that you're significantly younger, so it makes sense. I've been there. I used to have a GT 745. Oh no. Okay, GTX. Man, I didn't even know that that they had like an in-between number like that. How did Linus get to where he is? So, firstly, I've actually studied up quite a bit on Linus myself. So firstly, Linus actually, he was working for NCIX, and then NCIX wanted, like they wanted to start making videos about stuff that was in their store, to hopefully like encourage more people to want to go to their NCIX store. So Linus was an employee at NCIX, and he was the one kind of in charge of like doing that. But also Linus would take the opportunity to shoot videos of his own from stuff that was already on the shop and things like that. So he made a name for himself that way. Then he ended up making his own channel, and he went off from there, and he's been running it for a very long time. There was one point where he had actually rented like a separate house, and that's where they would film all of their videos. And this is more so like I think between 2013 and like 2015 to 16ish. And then like in 2017, I would say is that they switched over to like this whole like giant warehouse, and they just like decorated the shit out of it. So that's how they got to where they are. And NCIX is dead at the moment, by the way. They unfortunately went bankrupt. There are some good mid-tier GPUs in that price range. Maybe a 1050 Ti, maybe. Or the I forgot about that. Jesus, again with this conversation. 14 only, bro. Yeah, I gotcha. Linus Tech Tips and Linus OS 1. Right? We need a combination of the two. I am thinking of buying a Dell E6540. It's a Dell laptop with a Core i7-4810MQ. It's 4 cores, 8 threads, and HD graphics, 8790M. That card is okay. It can run some games like Fortnite, Egg, and COD and Battlefield. It's $400, 8 gigs, 500 gigs of storage, and 128 gigs SSD. Worth it. I will use it when I am outside of my home. Considering that you're going to be traveling with it, and it sounds like you want to game with it, it's only $400. I would say go for it, but the CPU does seem pretty old to me. It is 4th gen, so if you are going to buy it, just make sure that you do buy it with caution. You know? I bet you don't steal my pizza. I would recommend saving for a laptop with a dedicated GPU. Integrated graphics aren't good for gaming. Maybe AMD. A lot of AMD laptops you have Vega graphics, which tend to be better than HD graphics or Iris Pro graphics. Crazy. Are you crazy? It's detected. Did NCIX die when Linus left? No. They were definitely still alive for a few years afterwards. I think they died sometime in either 2018 or 2019. But yeah. I mean, like, the store just ended up shutting down, and they ended up having to sell all of their inventory. Are you crazy? I said it's detected. Alright, dude. Calm down. Just because it's detected as graphics, it doesn't mean it's good. Precisely. But anyway, I'm going to have to break off this conversation here because I do have a bit of an animation to work on. However, I do look forward to updating you guys next week, but I will still be streaming tomorrow night, so I do very much look forward to seeing all of you here again tomorrow night. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I wish you all a wonderful night. Have a good one, and, well, until next time, enjoy. Yep, have a good night. The ultimate YouTube ultra pranks, hack breaks if you're still around. Have a good one. Have a good one. And